Alright.
So, good morning, everyone. By the way, my name is Richard B. Martir Jr. So, now let's talk about a short story which is all about the wedding dance by Amador Tidago. So, Amador Tidago was a Filipino writer and teacher from Ilocos. He is known for his story, The Wedding Dance, which shows the traditions and way of life of Ifugao peoples. His writings often about love, sacrifice, and
Elementary.
Filipino
First charge.
cultures. Background of the stories. The Wedding Dance by Amador Tidago is a short story about a husband and wife who had been married for 7 years. In spite of being in love with his wife, Awil feels the need to marry again in order to have a son. At his second marriage celebrations, Awil to check on Lumnai, knowing she was upset. Awil thought she answers to Lumnay's sorrows would be to have her join the other woman during the wedding dance.
Good evening, ma'am. This is my performance. These are the characters of the story. Lumnay. He is a loving and faithful wife who feels sad and heartbroken because her husband left to another woman. Awiyaw. He is a Lumnay husband. Madulume. She is a Awiyaw new wife. She represents the fulfillment of the tradition because she can give Awiyaw the child her wife.
Number two, the settings. A mountain village in the Philippines. So the stories happens in a tribal community where traditions having a children is very important.
On this part, even though they are already for 7 years, Awiya wanted to marry again to other woman in order to him to have a child.
Awil visits Lumnay during the wedding to talk. Climax, so Lumnay begs him to stay but he refuses. So on this part, so Lumnay, she's afraid to lose her husband without fixing their problem. So for the following actions, Lumnay rejects his gift and run away. For the denouement, Lumnay stays alone in the hills heartbroken. So on this part, the event shows how love is lost because of the cultures and traditions.
By narrator who is not a character third person but it only shows Doom Knight truth and feelings.
Okay, so for the conflict, so man versus society and man versus self. So it's man versus society because Awiyao must follow tribal rules and man versus self because they fight their own painful emotions. Okay, so for the theme or lesson that we learn, so the stories remind us that true love means accepting painful sacrifices to honor both heart and the values we live by. Okay, for the conclusions, so the stories ends without a happy ending, as Awio and Lumnai accept that their love must give way to their tribe's traditions.